a video about the changes I made to my homepage and course outcomes. First of all, my homepage, I added an About Me. It's kind of required, but I also believe it gives personality to my website. It gives a face to all this information that I've put on this site. This is going to be where my reflection and revisions are. Obviously, I'm making those at the moment, so I did a lot of changing to my course outcomes. If you can remember, I had one page, just this page, of text. It was a huge long page of text for each individual outcome, for each project. It was really hard to get through, not very fun to read. So instead, what I did is I made a page for each of my course outcomes, and I made this page to explain what course outcomes are, just in case I have viewers who don't know what they are. So I have these headings here that will take you to each of them, but I also have these pages as well that you can click on and go to each page. So this, each page should have a picture or quotations in them. I didn't edit the text very much for each of the projects because I think it gives them more validation. Since I wrote them right after I made the project, I would be making up a little bit if I did revise them a lot. So I did leave most of them as they were, but I added examples, I added quotations, and some of them did need a little revising, and I did revise the ones that did need to be revised. So they look a lot nicer now. Yeah, these pages look so much better and they're easier to read. The text is bigger and spread out, so I also believe that makes it easier to get through. There's a couple of them, like I mentioned, that have quotations. I added quotations into some of them. This also, it validates what I'm saying more than not having any examples. And I didn't really think about it until Kat mentioned it, but she's right. It's very important to have examples of what you did to validate what you're saying. So that's what I did. I provided examples for each of my course outcomes. Not every project does have an example because it just wasn't applicable. So I did provide as many examples as possible, and overall each of these pages are so much easier to get through than just one huge block of small text. So those are the changes I made from my homepage and course outcomes. Overall, I'm pretty proud of them. I think my portfolio is looking way better, way more professional than I did before I revised it.